Hey everyone, for those of you that don't know me, my name is David, and my wife Ro and I travel the country as full-time RVers, and we live in our travel trailer that is towed by our truck here. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you all everything that we stuff into the bed of our truck here that we use as storage. Now we've had to empty everything out of the back of our truck because we had to have the roof and the hood of the truck painted because, you know, the clear coat was really starting to go on it, and, you know, we want to take care of our truck. So we got it repainted, and now we have to put everything back in. So we thought this was a perfect opportunity to show you everything that we take along with us. It's pretty incredible just how much stuff we're able to fit in the back of our long bed truck, having this camper shell on top of it. You know, so if you're wondering whether you should be getting a travel trailer or a fifth wheel if you're a prospective RV buyer, definitely take into consideration the massive amount of storage that having a travel trailer allows you, you know, when you have a pickup truck with a camper shell on top of it. I know a lot of fifth wheels have, you know, big pass-through storage areas, but it is nothing compared to this cavernous area behind our truck. And if you're curious about any of the stuff that we're showing in this video that we store back here, we'll be posting links in the video description below so you can check them out for yourself. The first thing that goes in the back of the truck is this massive 75-gallon water tank. And we have this with us because we go out and boondock in the middle of the national forest for weeks at a time, and our travel trailer has 54 gallons of freshwater storage in it, but that's not enough. So we carry this big old tank with us in the back of the truck, and we have these hoses connected to it so that, you know, they're real long hoses that reach all the way to the front. One, you know, is for just a breather. This top hose is just a breather, and then the bottom hose is the fill/drain hose. And yeah, this just allows us to have way more water storage than our travel trailer's water tank lets us have. So I guess I should mention that the way we organize everything in the bed of our truck is the stuff that is all the way toward the front of the truck are things that we rarely ever need to get out. And then the stuff, as we get closer and closer to the back, it's things we use more and more frequently, which is kind of obvious because, you know, then you don't have to go in digging around for things constantly. And also you'll notice in this video that I don't have any like storage hacks or cool shelving or pull out drawers or anything. Everything is just kind of Tetrised into the truck here, but it's what works for us. And the next thing that goes in then is these storage containers, which in this one is just like our winter boots and our dress shoes that we rarely use. And then in the next container, I'm not going to open that one because it is stuffed full, is just like winter clothes or holiday stuff. Like, you know, we've got like a Santa hat and a Christmas tree topper that my mom made for us. Goes in this storage container, and this is just a tent that we use probably once a year, but every now and then we do tent camp. And then this all sits on top of that big water tank, and this like thick durable blanket goes on top of that just so it doesn't, you know, these as they're shifting around don't wear into that tank. And then a couple things that also go up on top of the water tank is a big extra bag of rabbit hay. We always like to have an extra of these on hand in case, you know, the one inside the trailer runs out. Then we're not like out of rabbit hay and we have to like drive an hour into town to get food for the rabbits, you know, so we always like to have a backup for them. And then we also have a box full of all of the diesel injector cleaner that we could possibly ever want, as well as diesel like cold performance, so the diesel doesn't gel up in really cold, the diesel fuel doesn't gel up in really cold temperatures. And these were given to us very nicely by one of our viewers at our last meetup. The next thing that goes in is Ro's electric bicycle, and we just kept it in the box that it came in because this is a really sturdy shipping box, and so it just keeps everything nice and contained. And you know, when we want to ride the bike, we just take it out of the box, and then when we want to put it back away, we put it back in the box and shove it into the back of the truck. It is perfect. Unfortunately, you'll see later that we didn't keep the box for my electric bicycle because we're dumb, and we got my bike earlier, and we got this bike for Ro later. So we didn't have the intelligence to keep the box for my bike though. And we made a ton of videos about these electric bicycles. So if you guys are interested in it, just like do a YouTube search of electric e-bikes, Fate Unbound. And I think we've made 4 videos now. And we also have a promo code that you guys can get pannier bags for free. And that promo code is Fate Unbound when you buy one of these electric bikes. The next items to go in are an air compressor, and we really like having this small pancake style air compressor with us on hand. We don't use it very often, and that's a good thing because it's more of like an emergency type thing in case one of our tires starts to go flat, or if we need to air up one of our tires for whatever reason. We have this on hand just in case. We have also used it, we do have a nail gun and a staple gun that can attach to this that we've used to make some small repairs to our travel trailer along the way, so we really like having one of these on hand. We've also got tire chains for really muddy or snowy, icy conditions, this telescoping brush that we use to wash our travel trailer, and then we also have these jack stands on hand in case we need to do any work to the truck or the trailer, and we do have a bottle jack that can be used to jack up either the truck or the trailer in case we need to do something to it. Up next is our Honda EU2200i inverter generator that we did a propane conversion on, and if you're curious on that, we made a video about that propane conversion. And when we put this generator in the back of our truck, we wrap it in an old comforter that we picked up from Goodwill, just to protect it, you know, because this is a really, really nice generator. So we don't want it to get all bashed up and destroyed, bouncing around in the back of our truck when we're going down those forest roads. And if you see back there, I actually wrapped our air compressor in a old comforter too. And we just do that for, like I said, a lot of the things that we don't want to get destroyed. After that, we put in this storage container that contains a whole bunch of stuff. Our sewer hose, a bunch of extra blocks of wood, our wheel chocks, and some hardware. And then in this box that goes on top of it is a bunch of fluids for the truck, extra oil, some more of those fuel additives, and some oil for our chainsaw and the generator. And then this is our water storage box. So it's got all the water hoses we need, some water filters, and some various hose fittings that just sit on top of this. Up next is this 160 watt flexible solar panel that we use to charge up our portable power station, and that just sets up on top of Ro's electric bike box. And then we've got the Wonder Wash, which is our washing machine, believe it or not, if you didn't already know that. This is what we use to wash our clothes, and I actually should have put this in earlier. It just goes, since it's so light and made of plastic, I just set it right on top of the air compressor back there. And then we also have this folding table that we use, you know, if we want to eat outside. And we just set this up on top of the wheel well right next to the box that holds all of our wood. And then we've got this telescoping ladder that we use to get up onto the roof of our trailer, since our travel trailer doesn't have its own ladder. This thing is awesome. It extends out, I believe, over 12 feet. And you know, it folds up into this tiny little thing that I can just carry around. I freaking love this telescoping ladder. And then we've got this Ryobi Chainsaw that we have used to clear out downed trees on forest roads and, you know, just make way for us if we've got, you know, stuff in the way. And then I've also got my toolbox that has all of my hand tools in it, soldering iron, basically anything that I would need to do basic repair work. And then next is my electric e-bike. And again, I wish we had the box for this thing still so that it could just slide in there all nice and easy, but what we do use to protect it is, again, an old comforter that we picked up from the Goodwill. So just drape it on over it. And it does good enough. And I kind of stuff it up under it as well. And then we just slide it right in front of the other electric bike. Now at this point, the organization might start to get a little haphazard, and that's because, you know, from here on out, this is all stuff that comes out immediately when we get on site. So it doesn't really matter where it's at. We just kind of find a spot for it, and then when we get to the site, we immediately pull it out. But we've got this folding camping table that just goes between our camping chairs right in front of our trailer, just so we can set like drinks or our plants on top of it or whatever. This is our old just junk rug that goes in front of our trailer as well, just so we're not tracking in dirt and dust. You know, this collects a little bit of that. And then this container right here holds our diatomaceous earth, our cocoa core. You know, this is just stuff that we put into our composting toilet. In front of that then, we've got our portable solar panel from Go Power. It's a 130 watt suitcase folding style solar panel that, you know, just folds out and sits on the ground by our travel trailer. And then we've also got our drying racks for our clothes. You know, you saw our Wonder Wash, which is how we wash our laundry, but then we air dry everything after it's been washed. These are both folding racks that just typically lean right against our travel trailer and set out in the sun to dry our clothes. And then this is the final bit that goes into the back of our truck for storage. These are 2 6-gallon water jugs, and the reason we have these is that just in case we get into some weird situation where the only way we can get water is by carrying water jugs to and from, you know, some spot that's like too far away to be able to pull our truck and our trailer up to. And we actually have been in those situations before, and we want to be prepared just in case with some portable 6-gallon water jugs. And those just sit right there. And then we have our 2 zero gravity folding camping chairs. It's a little tall. Go in there. Some extra cat litter because we have 2 cats. Can never have too much cat litter. And we've got our these are wheel covers for our travel trailer. We have a tandem axle trailer, so these are nice and big. They cover both wheels on both sides. And you know, the reason we always have our wheels covered is because the sun over time will, you know, deteriorate the rubber of our trailer tires and start to cause dry rotting and other issues. And we want our trailer tires to be in the best condition that they possibly can be in, so that we reduce our risk of tire blowouts on the highway. And, you know, these can literally just go anywhere, because they come out, like I said, immediately when we get on site and go on our tires. And then we also have this tiny shovel that we use all the time, so you know, we like to have that be easily accessible. And then the most important thing that we have back here, and I can't stress that enough, is this stick. Why, might you ask? Because my precious doggy has sentimental value for this stick. She loves it. We got this in Utah. We've had it in the back of our truck for our dog Sweetie. She's a Rottweiler, so she needs a big thick stick, right? And we take it with us everywhere so that she can play with it. So that's it. That is everything that we store in the back of our truck for our life on the road. And I cannot stress how much I love having a long bed pickup truck with a camper shell on it for just massive amounts of storage. You guys saw how much stuff we can take with us. I love it. And again, there will be links in the video description below for most of the stuff that we showed in this video. But if there's a link, if there's a missing link to something that you're curious about, just let us know in the comments below and we can get you a link for that item so you can check it out for yourself. But do you guys know what this means? Everything is packed back up into the bed of our truck. That means we are finally getting back on the road. After 4 months of being here in our hometown in Indiana, we are finally gonna get back on the road and we are headed straight to the Southwest. We are so excited to finally be back on the road and traveling again, and of course, we're taking you guys with us. But if you're watching this video the day that it came out, we are actually live streaming right now on our Twitch channels. Mine is twitch.tv/nowhere, and Rose is twitch.tv/Ronut. Again, there'll be links in the description below to both of those channels. Ro is gonna be streaming first as soon as this video comes out, and then once she's done, I'll be streaming. So we're gonna be on basically all day. So come hang out with us, you guys. But that's all for this video. I hope you have a great day and we'll see you next time. Bye.